Probably the most important thing when you get stopped and pulled over by a police officer is to start the record rolling. You want to record whatever you can. Now, there shouldn't be any issue in your jurisdiction, at least in the state of California. You do have the right to record the traffic stop. So if you have something that's set up in your vehicle, something that you don't have to touch your phone with, that you're using, of course, you're using the phone as a GPS, you want to get that set up and have the phone on it. Hopefully it's already there, because you're not supposed to handle any cell phones when you're driving a motor vehicle now. That's also a citable offense. You'll see that in the course, the ticket whisperer there. You can pull that information and see how you can best discuss that if that happens to be your violation. But you want to have that phone there so you can record a couple things that's going to do for you. That's going to keep you from saying too much, hopefully. A lot of people get chatty, and a lot of people on traffic stops admit to what the officer's saying. Now, if you're watching this and you did everything they said, well, that's a whole different thing. But if you didn't do it, and that's why most people purchase my course, is they didn't do the actual violation the officer said. In fact, they're very confused at the very beginning why the officer stopped them. And they get that on the record. They don't say too much. They don't get too much into the weeds when they're talking to the police officers. They're standing at the window. Now, we all get nervous. I think that most police officers that write a whole bunch of citations, they probably lose that nervousness. But when they get stopped themselves, well, it all comes right back. And then it's kind of after that point, they have that paradigm shift, hopefully, and then maybe they're not as hard when they pull people over. But that's a whole nother story. So case in point of this video is just make sure you don't say too much and you don't admit guilt, and you save all of those feelings until later after the traffic stop is done. Also, recording yourself is super important. That way you make sure you don't say too much, and if the officer said something that you might be able to use in your defense later, then that's going to be incredibly powerful to have that on the record, because they're recording everything as well. So having yourself recorded, super safe, and I think it's a great way to hopefully fight this thing and win. I'm Connor McIver with the Ticket Whisperer. We'll see you in the next one.